So continuing on, I know I'm sorry the last little bit has been lame. I was dealing with some technical difficulties, but the rest of this should be pretty smooth sailing. So Jake's got some troops up here. He's right next to Joel's little outpost. We got Travis with some elephants. Spencer's been kind of building stuff over here. We see Larry's kind of starting to rebuild and starting to roll. He's walled off and cut off the hand pretty effectively. We have a trade that only I am utilizing, but I have trade. My base is the only base that's semi-intact and has been hit several times, and so you can see I got a lot of idle villagers because they've been hit. But one thing at a time. On the other side, again, Taylor's base was wrecked. This is what's left of Alex's original base, and we're starting to have to send a couple of bombard cannons to just kind of wipe all of this out. I think that what I was thinking was that Taylor's back in here, but let's see here. Actually, by this time, I probably knew that he wasn't. Yeah. So I had realized that he wasn't, but didn't know where he was. I didn't realize that this was Alex at the time, but I now know that Alex was right here. This is Alex doing his rebuild. On the other side, Taylor's done a rebuild. Jake no longer has any. If we look at Jake's economy, Jake has 21 wood choppers and nothing else. But he's rich, so he can still maintain for a little while, and that's all that he needs. We look at Travis's base. Travis still has a base. Travis and I are the foils of each other. And so that's that. When we look at, there's a big fight right here to keep us out. That's their goal. And the issue is that I don't know that Taylor is here and that Alex is here. If I'd known that these two were in these areas, I would not have been fighting for this. But you can't win them all, so it's fine. We got more troops coming. On the other side, let's see here. We got Jake has now wiped out what's little left of Joel. Poor Joel. And Larry's getting to deal with this. Got some troops here that are just hanging out. I want to watch Travis. Actually, I want to watch Taylor, I think. So Taylor's done a solid rebuild, and he's still pumping out villagers. You gotta hand it to the guy. He did that really well. You see, he's cut through here. He's out of houses. That's interesting. Man, Taylor, you just really pulled this off very well. I gotta hand it to, again, Jake and Travis in that early game. I think that they had just a perfect Civ mix that was really cool that Larry couldn't handle. I think that Larry attacked fine. I think he was ready to go, but I think that they just were ready and good for him. So I'll take this fight all day, every day. Halbs versus Hussars and Elephants. All day long, give me the Halbs. Just don't throw any of your stupid archers into it. They're getting there. So, again, if this had continued with this sort of a fight, I think that we would have continued on. But Taylor's a little dirty. You see he's prepping for it right now. See up here. It's like, I'm going in. And I was not ready for this at all. Mentally was not there for it. But that's okay. Because we're pushing forward, we're destroying the castles. We're busting it open again. It looks like I've got Travis's fairly full attention. He's got a little bit going on over here, prepping to push on Spencer again, it looks like. Spencer's prepping over here. You see Larry at this point is kind of going again. And Alex has a ton of village. Gotta get those put to work, man. He got 23 of them. Oh, those are Taylor's. course they'd be Taylor's. Why did I think otherwise? No, those aren't Taylor's. Those are Alex's. Either way, so and now Alex is back in the game, which I remember watching and going, guys, Alex's score is going up. What's changed? Because he was at 14 forever, and then he bumps up to 15. It's like, oh no, Alex is back. But I couldn't fight all of these guys at the same time. But, you know, it's fine. It is what it is. There's that. Meanwhile, Taylor's over here. So Taylor and Alex recover. That's kind of what happens. And we see Spencer doing a great job of rebuilding. Joel has tried multiple times. This is not Joel's fault that Joel didn't rebuild. Joel definitely tried. I just really want to commend Taylor and Alex for really surviving and coming back. Meanwhile, this is getting ready to go. I'm just putting up a castle too. That's Dirty Dog. All of that's gone. And now Alex is here, and I'm just like, during the game, I was just losing it at this point. Absolutely losing it. I'm grouchy and angry. And here's Larry, right next to Travis. I'm sure Travis is going to attack him. Sure looks like he's gonna. Travis is getting his trade going over here. Oh. Not a bad idea. I can respect it. Since the whole map has flipped, why not? Those dirty goths. And Alex is like, oh, my barracks up. And I've started to build military buildings just right next to here because I'm tired of waiting on them. But it was just a little too late. It's like, everyone just fought to keep us out right there. Meanwhile, Larry's starting to take out castles. Doing a good job of it, too. Larry stopped letting that Onager attack. So he's doing that. Oh, man. We were so stupid close on both sides. I hate this stupid game. Because we've kind of recovered. All teams have kind of recovered. Oh, I hate this stupid game. It's the dumbest game. Why do we play this stupid freaking game? Alex and his rebuilds. Ugh, gag me. Oh, Larry's on the trade. Perfect. And Jake is like, I'm coming, guys. And I'm trying to retake this. Meanwhile, I hadn't noticed, but Taylor cuts through, moves forward, put up a watchtower. I don't know why he put up a watchtower. That's weird. But he goes right into where my trade's going. Right here, and then also over here. We got a little bit of both going on. So Taylor now has free access to my base, and I have no defense close by. Spencer has a little. Oh, wait. Yes, Spencer. Let's look at what he's got as far as Civ goes. Oh, and he's rebuilt pretty well. I shouldn't have quit. It's fine. Tanner, everything's fine. And here's Taylor in my base. All over my base. We have military in my base, but it's fine. Yeah, this stupid game. While we're fighting over here, trying my darndest to find Alex. I don't think I did ever find Alex. Because I go right here and I'm like, Alex, this has to be Alex. It wasn't Alex. Meanwhile, Travis has recovered over here. Did we mention that we're losing here in the middle as well? And at this point, Tanner's just getting really grouchy. Such a stupid game. And Travis is like, screw this, I'm moving forward. So we've got castles up where Taylor's trying to put troops. Feels a good move. Maybe I should have not quit. It's fine. So Alex comes full goth mode. Losing all of these troops. They're just going nuts. And here's Taylor. Throwing everything that he can up this middle. He's doing a good job of it, too. Probably should have finished that wall. Whatever. Gotta respect these guys. Everyone played a good game. So here comes Alex. This is going to be the blow that I'm going to just quit. And say, I'm done with it. I can't handle this. I'm done. Because Travis is here. Alex is here. And yes, I quit. I'm just like, I'm done. Don't care about this game anymore. Probably should have tried to move it out a little bit longer. But regardless, that was the game. I think everyone played a pivotal role in both surviving and winning. When we look at, I think that everyone played well. Even we see, look at this. Even Joel, who was dead, is bringing in troops at the end. So this game lasted longer than it needed to. But I really got to give everyone a shout out. All participation points go to everyone. Stupid games. When we look at, let's see here, when we look at the stats, I had a crazy military score. Travis had a crazy military score. Travis had the best economy. People just played good games. See here, Larry lost the least amount of units. Way to go, Spencer, on losing the most units. I think that Spencer played a great game. I really do. I think everyone did. When we look at economies, it was going. Shout out to Travis for our fastest castle and fastest imperial. When we look at our timelines, these are interesting timelines. You see people go really small. Let's look at, Alex was, dead. And then he comes back. We look at Jake, who never fully really rebuilds his economy. Taylor does a solid rebuild. There were multiple rebuilds that happened. And Larry as well. So, GG, guys. Ginger out.